Hey, wrote this poem and I thought you might like it. It's called Typing at 2 a.m., which is, I guess, a bit of an obvious name. Um, it's a villanelle, which is a type of poem I found out about recently and I've been kind of obsessed with. I just thought of this because I was having a bit of trouble getting to sleep, and I thought, document my pain, like a true artist. So here it goes. I cleave my eyes to white slate, then trace the plastic rim, like parted lips or something better to be doing at 2 a.m. Impossible urgency. I send tongues to the night. The knife air pours to cleave eyes from white slate, then darts across the glass pane. Screech. Yawn again, to mirror the wind, whose wild howl suggests something better to be doing at 2 a.m. Close the glass, animal poised like rose, claws arched, ochre breath of candle gorged on wax. Stomach enlists the sting of eyes on white slate when the rhythm of digits loses its crunch, the words end. The words are replaced by instinct. Decisive, tired, mad blood spills at 2 a.m. And now that weary tap is bled, allow me to descend, to cleave my eyes from white slate into the only thing better to be doing at 2 a.m. Or not, or maybe I'll just not descend and just stay up and read poems to you.
Drunk coffee, screen walking, TikTok till 6 in the morning. Sleep tall in peak boredom, keep scrolling like sleep ain't important. Seems awkward, my familiarity feeling this nauseous. I should stop scrolling shit, in truth this is really appalling. Not used to caffeine, don't drink it, this ain't frequent decorum. I don't sleep well at best of times, I don't need these endorphins. I made my mom her coffee, messed up the sugar proportions. She's diabetic, so I told her I'd drink it all for her. So here we are, I'm shaking so much I feel all my organs. I'm hitting triplets and polyrhythms with my aorta. I'm meant to meet my friend at 10, if I cancel it's awkward. But if I zoom exhausted, then I'ma move like a tortoise. Drink coffee, screen gawking, TikTok till 6 in the morning. Sleep all in peak boredom, keep scrolling like sleep ain't important. Drink coffee, screen gawking, TikTok till 6 in the morning. I should have drank some fucking chamomile as a precaution. Fuck me.
If the crown's too cracked, then the gang come, slaying every demon of the brain with their affirmations. Ain't the same without mates whose devotion is patient to guide our ghosts from their self-erasure. So good evening to the girls and the goths and the gays and the gamers and the gremlins. My G's. Good evening to the cool kids, the cute chaos demons, the soprano sonneteers sailing high seas. Please listen. I've been in the screen spitting freeze over sweet rhythms. I've been on the server with my G's and the heat's hitting. Open up the window, let my ego breathe. Exact middle of the night when I need sleep is when I'm most creative, motivated. These midnight rites are so awakening. We got pros in main, jokes in mention, so elated. I'm numb to the fade of senses. Creatives can twist the heavy tension of stress into needlessly dense and quick-witted invention. The ghosts of escapism slain by confession, unreformed and reborn as connective obsession. The renegades don the wavelength, finger guns trained on the keys like a stainless. Brain cells empty except for the love that came with connecting to those who we share this plane with. The crown may crack, but the gang come, slaying every demon of the brain with their affirmations. Ain't the same without mates whose devotion is patient to guide our ghosts from their self-erasure. So good evening to the girls and the goths and the gays and the gamers and the gremlins. My G's. Good evening to the cool kids, the cute chaos demons, the soprano sonneteers sailing high seas, yeah. I couldn't do this without you. I couldn't do this without you. I couldn't do this without you. I couldn't do this without you.
so I meditate only on the wall when I levitate, warping like a face through a filter, awkward. Feel naked and filthy, worried about a soul going out again. Sorry if I move like a paradox, haunt me. You're quiet like a poison, formless like the space in between. One with my thoughts when I meditate, two in the zone when I tessellate, free from the prison of the same place, forced to the forefront, center stage, slowly coming back, but the world ain't calling. And my phone is alive, you saw me through the crowd's tessellation, formless like the space in between. I sing, I float, Eureka, you've been in the speaker. I speak, I grow, Eureka, you've been in the It's a messier feat, poet you'll never defeat. So if you're messing with me, hastily handing your resignation, I'm effortlessly shitting on bitter MCs. Slick when I drip on a beat, wet when I'm shedding a tear. Testament the crutches at the open mic, just like a star, an abolitionist. I'm dropping the bars on par with the sun for hotness. I'll sun you soft so you don't fall and stun your coccyx. Conscious, confident, calm and collected, sweet as confections, cute as heck. I keep cool in the chrysalis, quiet like ellipsis. Listen for the flutter of the sprouting wings. I fly, I float, Eureka, you've been in the Eureka. I speak, I grow, Eureka, you've been in the speaker.
I wrote another poem. This one's shorter and I guess a bit more angry. I am not switched off when I drift off. I'm a bit soft, but I still got lift off. Pissed off. This hob's lit and the lid's off. But there's no broth, so the pot got shit hot. Quick thoughts stay aimless like hip shots. Painful and hard to escape like slip knots or basic and overplayed late night sitcoms. What's this abrasive state that I've been on? I could shift shape like a changeling, twist off chains by embracing the space where I'm way off script. That's the place where I stay way honest. I fade like haze in a forest.
I always used to feel like the train was a spaceship. I was in the green seat, weightless. You were on the opposite, doing the papers, Sudoku, and facing the light that we rose to. All other paths dissolved. After the afterlife, that was home. That was the temple, that was the ritual. Sight of tranquility, staring out the window at faded graffiti. Wake up at 6, get the train into Birmingham. Mum sat opposite to make sure I'm early and walk with me to Digbeth. Coach left at 7, 7-hour voyage in a quiet little heaven. I was on the coach on my own, I was chilling. Birmingham to Plymouth, I was disappearing. disappearing. I would change at Plymouth to get the train to Truro, then change at Truro, last train to Falmouth. The whole day melts in the water, so being on my ones was a language spoken fluently. I chose this wishbone, a path I ain't thought of. Didn't know that this was a comfort I'd come to rely on. I guess it's all bound by the routes you travel. I guess it's all about getting used to unraveling. An empty train ain't the coolest mind palace, but it's mine and I'm glad that I have it. No way home, my cracked wishbone. Where do I go? No, that zone. I chose the wishbone. Nowhere else to go. I was in the easy waiter, doing the papers to go to places, the life that we wrote, all of the past we sold. After the afterlife, that was home. That was the temple, that was the mystical sight, the tranquility, staring out the window and making.
Yet the ocean parted her lips to drink the steel mask of dawn. I witnessed the iridescent carved face as it rose from its own mirage. The sky, the great refractor, painted her skin with a fiery smile. I rubbed my eyes. The sun was not meant to appear for another 5 minutes. I was stunned, confused. Was the oracle wrong? What was this strange fiction? Oh, goddess of glimpses, your twisted elixir of mixed wisdom is, if nothing else, consistent. Nothing is a given. The boy was my lover, bent like a straw in the water. Did I stutter? His kisses consisted traversing from glass to the air I exist in, screens and transistors. In this shift in medium, relay occurs. The thought falls obedient, retraces hurt, the arc of a memory, such that it touches my vision above where my lover has written. Though his kisses were felt as a pulse on the lips, electron repulsion kept particles fixed at a distance. So I hunger for truth, but knowledge brought losing the softness of youth. The sunlight tracks acolytes of stunned sight. Why are glimpses of delicate minutes suppressed? We exist as meandering metal and darkness, falling flocks over the goddess. Confused, I screened kisses and refracted horizons. His knowledge is strange. I relay 5 minutes, retrace the stutter. Bent above meant nothing. Kneel, for such thought consisted of its own decided hiding, his own slow resistance. Written, twisted, obedient boy, an inside vision from glass. It was youth. Birds of paradise quite fixed appear given. The arc minutes of fiction were moving, but their image was stolen swollen. Disordered water where skin carved a borrowed transistor. The wrong oracle, the mirage painted light with hunger. At dawn's angle, sun mass repulsion existed as oceans. In iridescence, some lips avoid distance like particle elixirs. Inside the boy, feeling his skin of glass, losing masked fiction or simply existing as longing light. O oracle refracted by oceans, strange water of nothing, appear as bent knowledge, appear as fiery youth, appear as his dark eyes to steal the horizon. For it is the observer who decides which is real and which is illusion. We choose them. We choose. We choose. And yet, the ocean parted her lips to drink the steel mask of dawn. I witnessed the iridescent carved face as it rose from its own mirage. The sky, the great refractor, painted her skin with a fiery smile. I rubbed my eyes. The sun was not meant to appear for another 5 minutes. I was stunned, confused. What was this strange fiction? Was the oracle wrong? O goddess of glimpses, your twisted elixir of mixed wisdom is, if nothing else, consistent. Nothing is a given. The sun is our lover, bent like a straw in the water. Did I stutter? His kisses are distant, in moving from void to the air we exist in. They feel some resistance. In this shift in medium, refraction occurs. Light kneels obedient and tracks out a curve. The arc of the angle is such that it touches horizon above where our lover is hiding. His kisses are witnessed by subjects with eyes, subjective gazes, subject to subtlety. But perhaps our desperate hunger for light is what burned these kisses so early and bright. Golden light, spring rain, waking from sleep not chosen. I dreamed through the storm.
You're right, Sammy.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just practicing.
Kinda.
With a witty lip, nip, top, putty like a big crush. Nightmares are stuck to the gums, can't speak sweet. These teeth devour sour sentences. This speech is tilted from paradise.
Power is advice, I make power moves. Say the name thrice in the mirror like how cowards do. Only difference is the will to act on intention. Clear past the glass and inspect the reflection. Distant clockwork carving me in the dark. I constantly relive false odyssey, toxic nostalgia, my grain of memories to throw me off balance. A ballad of pareidolia, an ocean of faces. I'm lost in the solemn graces of condemnation and contemplation. Understatement, I'm bedbound or I'm on the pavement. It's underrated to sit in silence to process pain with the heavy weight of our copper chains and nickel braces. If I ain't got the metal, then I ain't got the stomach. I ain't got time to worry, I ain't got time to plummet, cause chasing hate is priority, though the pain's abundant. So swallowed sorrow's a cheap sour to chase and run with. I drink sorrel and Maggie's, Yardie Babby, Old J and some Ray and Neff, Bacardi gladly. I'm hardly Aggie when wavy baby and party Sammy. But part of Sammy's afraid to face the darkness. There's plenty of dark and solitary. Got a mean street, chronology was not a dream. Peak is clockwork, stitches of seconds woven in time velocity. Threading the needle under the light at night to run to the knife or over the limit. Sometimes being this delicate feels like a gimmick of mine. Resurface memories of anger suppressed and phlegmatic, but the phlegm still weighs on my chest. Avoidant personality, even in therapy. I hide behind my nicety, cause kindness is heavy. I small talk about my website and doing my tax relaxed session. I feel guilty for not bleeding with passion. Am I disingenuous for not leading with trauma, or is the need to confess part of being disordered? It's all a blur, it's all me. I weep with discomfort, I feel uncomfortable. I feel I'm looking for something. Nothing fits a singular box. I tore my borders apart. Still I'm in shock. I am the calm and the storm, sun and the moon. I am a landscape evolving, ever in bloom. Ooh, next to nothing is an innocent flex. I tore down the old throne. Shit's complex. I saw the pain in the pedestal, the myth it reflects. I can't let the world in if I'm holding my breath. Now in the distance, small silhouette of a stranger moving the frame for a glimpse. Glitch in the image of self is consistent. Trust this flux is an honest depiction. Silence my default destructive behavior. I run from conflict to tension, danger, deprive myself of communication. But this dry numbness ain't the same as safety. Only you draw the boundaries you live with, and if they are crossed, then you don't owe forgiveness to anyone except for yourself. The core of a dark light, chaotic shell. Self-aware or self-conscious, self-care or self-construct, self-deprecate but is self-responsible. If pessimist prophecy is self-fulfilling, it's chilling to know thyself, to know how to listen to the clockwork well, to embrace taking up space and being held, to walk that crossroad back from hell. Next to nothing fits a singular box. I tore my borders apart. Still I'm in shock. I am the calm and the storm, sun and the moon. I am a landscape evolving, ever in bloom. Ooh. Next to nothing is an innocent flex. I tore down the old throne. Shit's complex. I saw the pain in the pedestal, the myth it reflects. I can't let the world in if I'm holding my breath. Now in the distance, small silhouette of the stranger moves into frame for a glimpse. Glitch in the image of self is consistent, so I trust this flux is reality.
Up all night, reading poetry, slowly honing these cold intrusive glaciers, hold them down in place. Go with me to where the nightmare merges with the quiet wake. I've been watching seconds tick away before my tired face. I can't wait to fall asleep, but while I'm up I might as well release some of this excitement. if only for my mental health. Somehow riding with the storm is how the pressure was expelled. Paradox is written like a eulogy for death itself. Even now, after all my self-reflection, the words still stumble out my mouth like emerging from a cave in a drought. Once born, they're adopted by the air, then they grow and transform in my absence, like an heir to the throne. In time, they are mine in name only. I was up all night trying to navigate my mind. If I could find some kind of roadmap, I could unwind, man. I think about dying a lot. I'm trying to stop, but lately I've been crying a lot. I'm letting it out. My brain has been frying a lot. The iron is hot. Awake and alive in the dark. I'm restless. I can't see outside myself. I'm in my head too often. And the spiral doesn't elevate. No helicopter. Study psyche, soul scholar, no closure, no honor. Letting go is so hard, but it's the true self-expression on blocker. The will to communicate, the drive to rest, the extreme dissonance of time compressed. I find myself naked, dripping at the quill, finally submerged in the spilled ink. Falling asleep is like falling in love. It consumes you with sweetness and clarity. You can't control it. You have to move with it. Swimming in the current, washing up on the shore of new realities. Woke up in the morning, refreshed and alive. I forget every time how it felt to say goodbye. Even now, after everything, I'm still surprised to find serenity in sleep and find peace in the divine. Got up, brushed teeth, had a shower and ate. I forget I'm a human in a body of clay. So there's nothing more beautiful than seeing that I am still here at the start of the day. Hey, hey, yeah.
Okay, last one, I promise. And it's really, really short. Ticking clock sitting in its little rhythm brings forth thoughts of the shoreline. All time falls on the cliffs like waves or kneeling for prayer. I know it sounds a bit unfinished in my head, but I think it's okay that it's unfinished. I think that kind of it kind of like it sounds like it needs to be unfinished. Do you know what I mean? Like it has more meaning as an unfinished piece that just, I don't know, basks in its unfinishedness, like life, I guess. I don't know. I'm just talking shit at this point.